Hey, first graders, we're going to go ahead and get started with our guided class practice. This is for day 12. So if you're on day 12, it should be the 15th, April 15th. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and write your name, the date, and the day of the week, and then tally marks for today's date. It is Wednesday, April 15th. And so 15 tally marks. If you need to pause the video to do that, go ahead and do that now. Okay, here it says write the number 109 on the place value chart. So 109. Then it says circle the digit that tells the number of tens. The number of tens. So this 0 right here would tell the number of tens. Okay, so 110, circle the 0. All right, Colette had 7 pencils and 3 erasers. She gave Stephen 2 pencils. Draw a picture and write a number sentence to show how many pencils she has now. Here's what I want you to see is that okay, so the story here shows that Colette had 7 pencils and 3 erasers. Down here, I see that the question is asking me, how many pencils does she have? So I think that this information here is just extra, and I'm going to cross it out because to me it's very confusing. So now it says Colette had 7 pencils. She gave Stephen 2 pencils. That makes a little bit more sense to me. So draw a picture and write a number sentence to show how many pencils she has now. So here's her 7. You got to count them carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You may need to pause the video in order to have time to draw that. Now, how are we going to show that she gave 2 pencils away? Well, we cross them out, starting at the end. Cross out 2 pencils. So now we can write a number sentence and check our work. 7 minus 2 equals 5. There were 7 pencils, 2 went away, 5 is the answer. So Colette had 7 pencils. She gave Stephen 2 pencils. Draw a picture and write a number sentence. So we did that. Does this number match that number? Yes. Does this number match that number? Yes. Does the answer match the answer in the picture? Yes. So how many does she have now? 5 pencils now. Okay, let's look at the next section. I got to erase my my little marks here. Okay, it says you're going to need colors here. You need green and I believe orange. So color the cubes green. We talked about cubes the other day. Cubes look like a box. So make sure you get your cubes. You're going to color them green. Then you'll need your orange crayon too. Color the cylinders orange. We talked about cylinders. They look like a tube or a roll of toilet paper. Someone showed me a picture of a baseball bat, looks like a cylinder. A candle looks like a cylinder, okay? So you're gonna color your cylinders orange. Okay, now it says color the graph to show how many cubes and cylinders you colored. Now they just use red to show this, but I would hang on to my green and my orange and use those colors. The cubes were green, so I would use green. How many cubes are there? 3. So you're gonna color in 3. Okay, and then how many cylinders? 2. So I would color in 2. Now we have a question to answer. Now if I'm going too fast, you can pause it and write down what's there. How many more cubes than cylinders did you color? So remember, the more is the extra part. How many blocks extra of the cubes than the cylinders? We see 1 block here that doesn't have a partner. So that's the more. Color the pennies brown. You're going to need to find a brown crayon. So if you need to pause the video to do that, that'd be fine. It says color the pennies brown. Well, up here, I see this one says 1 dime. So these are all dimes. Oh, this one's a little bigger, and I can kind of see there it says 5 cents. And then this is a different coin, and it says 1 cent. So that must be the first penny. There's 2 pennies on the end. How much money is this? This is a mixed group of coins. So we're going to count by tens first because it's worth more. Then we'll count by 5. Then we'll count by 1. Here we go. 5. We count by tens. You start with 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47. So it's 47 cents. Don't forget your cent sign. Okay. And then we're going to find the answers here. Remember, when you have 3 digits there, Mrs. Zimmerman tries to remind you, you want to try to find something that is easy to add together. 6 plus 1 is kind of easy to add together, but also 6 plus 6, we know that's super easy. 6 plus 6 is 12. And 12 plus 1 is easy. 12 plus 1 is 13. Now, if you want, you can do 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. I think that's a little trickier. I want to find 2 that are easy for me to add together. I'm going to come over here and find 2 that I think are easy to add together. Do you see any that equal 10? I see 3 and 7. 3 plus 7 equals 10. So 3 plus 7 equals 10. And then 5 more would be 15. Now, if you want, you could do it a different way. You can go 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. Or you can do 5 plus 7 is 12, and 3 plus 12 is 15, but I think that's a lot harder. I would rather go 3 plus 7 equals 10, and then add that 5 in there to equal 15. Okay, all right, that's the end of today's math lesson. You'll be getting ready next for phonics.